Yeah, just walk in, quick speed boost out of spawn from Aramori to go over to that Jeff, but the rest of everything, across the board, pretty much the same. Obviously, in spite Wolverine not being played for Sentinels, and I kind of favor that composition, Coach. Yeah, I don't know about you, but generally at the moment, I feel like Star-Lord has picked up in the meta, and it's almost like Wolverine has dropped off a little bit.
No, definitely. I think, listen, Star-Lord has so much just instant damage against the Hela here. As we initiate the battle going right away, we're looking at SJP as Luna, an absolute lethal force as the strategist, just keeping the team alive. And we've got Aramori going with that Loki up top. Right, Mason trying to pick down on the bottom there. When we look at the ultimates, Harvey's swiftly building up that ultimate, getting things going. And Terra looking for Kidnap. That race built up all the way, going for Right, Mason, takes him down, kidnapping. And there it is, Terra opening up the fight, the first elimination of this huge matchup, going to 100 Thieves. Kurova goes down, Hogs, Delina, and there it is right there. 100 Thieves taking the first point.
A great move by them just to play it patiently, not avoiding a lot of the damage from Amazing. Like you mentioned, and that was a nice spot for Sentinels almost. Like they just kind of surrounded the point, kind of choked out 100 Thieves, and it didn't really matter as, they just had a good position with Terra. And look, Delena's setting up on a little bit of a high ground, cheeky angle. You could just sit on this pixel spot almost.
It's a great clone spot for Loki, and I love this is Delena doing what they do best. Ooh, we have Super Gomez going in immediately, taking out Terra. No passes to save. That's a huge pick into the legendary now, and he's trying to follow up on that. The Loki Lanterns do come out. That's a big ability to get the proc on early. TTK trying to switch things up here as he does get the pick on Kurova. Massive. And Harvey trying to keep things alive with the Luna ultimate. And this is already starting off with some heat because usually the first match point taken is going to go to the same team. But we've got Sentinels trying to make the difference as the world comes out, does not connect.
Yeah, no connection. They have to come back through with the meteor, but then there's the Iron Curtain. Now TTK comes back through on the other side, waiting for cooldown. And absolutely connects flush. TTK, what a follow-up to wait, be patient. The Vanguards of 100 Thieves do it again.
Man, TTK told us yesterday he plays controller because he just hates mouse and keyboard, and it doesn't matter. That man connecting the shots. Huge play. Terra already has that Wolverine ultimate ready to go yet again. Kurova does have, eliminated early, does have that ultimate to give them some protection. We have the clobbering time, but not much to follow up with it. Galactic Legend coming closely for Gomez as they're closing it into the fight yet again. And we don't have much. Harvey getting the ultimate here now, ready to go.
Playing it slow at the moment. Aramori able to take down TDK off of a very aggressive Hogs ult. So we saw the fight start out with a clobbering time. Vinny could not save his team with the copy, so that puts Sentinels in a good spot now, which, they desperately need considering all things, but this has been a problem for Sentinels. In these mid-fights, they just can't finish to the degree that you would like to see them. Now, on the backside, with the boost, they're able to take down Super Gomez, and yet again, the follow-up just not really there from Sentinels. They do still have the Fate of the Worlds to keep everybody healthy, but down Super Gomez, can they really get it done? Amazing does have the ultimate, but clobbering time absolutely shuts out Sentinels, and they do it 100-0 pretty much at this point, right? Just nobody else here. The Whale just going to save it into the next round, and 100 Thieves take round number 1.
You see Super Gomez flex into the Wolverine here. He plays such a good wall. This is a pretty good map for Wolverine here. The next one even better if it does in fact get to that here. And we'll be going here again. No Doctor Strange. We're just going to be walking up to the point here. And if I'm Sentinels, I'd probably want to go ahead and get the match started fast, the fight started fast. With the ultimate advantage they do have. We're going to see if Kalush opens up with the meteor. Do they try to set it up with Hog, trying to build up his ultimate here as the team starts to collapse? Gomez going down, trying to get something going, trying to get a pick early. It's going to close in. It gets the pick on Delena. Massive pick there. Now trying to close in on Harvey as well. Terra going in, getting a kidnap. Rage built up all the way. And here is Kalush. Does he get the connection? No. We get the kidnap in reverse. It's the sweep. It's the reverse strip there. Kalush Gomez going down to Terra. Aramori up. It is a ultimate firework. I've said it over and over. The Michael Bay special. Sentinels, though, getting 2 more picks. Massive.
Yeah, that was almost nice by 100 Thieves, but Aramori with the perfectly timed Fate of both worlds and then the Whale to connect, right? Just getting the combination was absolutely insane for Sentinels, but 100 Thieves still kind of fighting into this. They want to make this scrappy right now. Harvey's sitting with that clone, ready to go, gonna pop it immediately, get back to full HP, keep everybody healthy, waiting to use it to last minute. Meanwhile, Sentinels just disengaged it. Right here comes the show, the dance floor on the main. Hog just gonna fall immediately, could not escape the damage boost and the follow-up damage of Delena, who just came back from spawn. So even though Sentinels won that first fight, Cozy, it didn't matter. They didn't even cap the point. In fact, it's 100 Thieves to get it first.
I mean, history repeats itself. You just said it was tough closing out the fights there, and they had 1 pixel to go on the cap. Could not get it. And, man, unfortunate. Super Gomez got the picks needed and then just fell into that Terra ult. Terra doing what Terra does best, as I was highlighting before, in a sensational duelist. Ready to go for yet another kidnap there for the Wolverine. Delena in their cheeky spot, and now they've got some big ult advantage. Now, Kurova does have the ultimate ready to go. Airmore going to be close in that next battle, but this is going to be tight, as if you look at 100 Thieves, they don't have strategist ults ready to go.
Yeah, Legendary on the side, met by the Meteor M. Here's Delena to play it slow, just looking for poke on the backside of the map, just constantly out of range, kind of just being a nuisance towards Sentinel's backlines. Amazing wants to duel it. Meanwhile, on the front line, there is a clobber in time. Hogs then comes back with his own, also has the damage boost. Delena sitting back with the whale, wants to go for it, doesn't connect. It connects on the Kaluge, but with no damage boost, they're not going to have the follow-up damage. The Legendary on the other side, Kaluge does not have anything to match it. Is it going to get the value on the front line? Obviously, he's going to go take down Vinny, so the damage was there with the copy of Aramori. Can SJP and 100 Thieves do it after they come back with their own Fate of Both Worlds? They are down a member of their team. Here comes the whale towards the point. Going to slow down Terra, force out some bubbles, force out some cooldowns, but you still have Amazing here on the bottom left, poking out this tank, making sure TTK is in a tough spot, and eventually we'll be able to follow him up. The rest of 100 Thieves have no ultimates unless Delena was to hit like an insane pick or something. Right now, they're just going to have to play it slow, and eventually he's going to fall.
Dang, there it is. I mean, we've got the Magneto pick into now Namor. There was a lot of staggering of ultimates there, dog, man. I mean, it was kind of one of each. We didn't get the Luna matchup with the whale to get the enhanced damage. There's just, honestly, a lot flying out. We didn't have anything to follow up on the clobber in time, but now we're kind of back already. Hogs has his clobber in time, ready to rock and roll. They can follow that up with Kalush if they do choose to go with that combo. Mason trying to build him up. There's the clobber in time right away. Not going to be, obviously, followed up with the Meteor as they're inside, but the turrets behind them getting Harvey. Huge pick. Right, Amazing, getting some momentum for Sentinels. Gomez following up Hogs as well. Terra goes down, and just like that, they're able to get something snowballing here.
I like that proactive play from Sentinels. You talked about how you would want to see them play in an aggressive spot like they did. Hogs there on the left side angle, just going in immediately with the clobber in time to shut out 100 Thieves. They didn't use any ultimates, but that didn't matter. Right, Amazing on the right side, able to have the follow-up into this next fight, though, Cozy. We're going to have a big one, right? Every ultimate coming online except Hogs with his clobber in time, which could make a difference. Here comes into the sky. Dax, Star-Lord into the sky, gets matched by the Meteor M, but eventually has to throw it out. So Hogs, Kalush, and the rest of the crew still playing it back, ready to go with their Meteor M to potentially match out. Here comes Fate of both sides and the whales, but nothing to fall just yet. Here comes the Meteor M from Kalush, misses again, but it doesn't matter. Terra caught at a position in the back line, was looking to go aggressive, does get found, but 100 Thieves still have ultimates to work with. They could still turn this. Kurova eventually going to pop his own Fate of Both Worlds into the front line, to the clobber in time, potentially to keep everybody healthy there, as Hogs got yet another one out there. Everybody's still playing relatively healthy as well. Vinny does go for an aggressive ultimate, but does not have the follow-up damage just yet from the rest of his team. They're trying to make their way into the point, but without any ultimates, into pure neutral game. Who comes out on top? It's Hogs with the punch, the follow-up onto Terra, shoves him out of the fight again. That Wolverine removed out of the objective yet again, and Gomez has built another one. He comes out with the ultimate. Nothing's here to match it. Over to the top side. Can he find any eliminations? No. Fate of Both Worlds to match it, and this fight will continue even longer.
They finally got the wild animal and Terra on the leash, but not before 100 Thieves can fight back here. It was a little bit too long. The K-pop bass dropped. There was endless dance floors. It seemed like there in the battle, there was at least like 6 of them going on. Beautiful recovery from 100 Thieves as he was looking rough in that Galactic Legend. And my gosh, I mean, they were able to remove Terra from most of that team fight that seemed to go on now for about 10 minutes. But at least they were able to get that point to 99%. Gonna be one battle left. And as you can see, massively, Sentinels have just about everything in their arsenal. And if they can kind of time out Aramori's ult just right and get at least 2 picks, this whale is going to be massive to set up. They might wait, though, for the Kurova as they're closing in.
How does 100 Thieves get this done? It's such an ultimate disadvantage. They're very going to fight. Clobber in time to start it off from Hogs. We usually see a lot of these players on the thing commit that ultimate way later. Here comes the whale over the backside into a Meteor M. Kalush has not hit one of them just yet, and happens yet again. Unfortunately, no connection. On the other side, Vinny, what a huge clobber in time. Slows down Sentinels on their push, but it's Terra to fall. Amazing with the peel. Comes over the top side, throws out the squids on the right side, fights Delena, who's getting all the support on this front line to both their front line and the back, but he's still able to come out on top. Right, amazing with 3 in this fight. They get the flip as well in overtime. 100 Thieves, they still have players here, but do they want to fight this, especially against the Fate of Both Worlds here towards the point TTK is moving, but everybody's far too late to the objective, and we're all tied up 1-1.
Yeah, Hogs is playing just a phenomenal game as the thing, too. Really getting everything rolling for him, getting just so much AoE damage with that punch and building up at the right time here. And this is going to be about a fair fight as we head into the next point. Now, Kurova obviously having nothing in the arsenal. We're going to have a little bit of the favor go towards 100 Thieves in terms of strategist ults. But Gomez can open up right away if he wants to, but they probably want to get some of those clones out, turrets out first.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about in the Wolverine and Star-Lord matchup. But anyway, just right into the fight. Gomez comes through on the top side, forcing cooldowns out of the Namor and the crystals. Here comes the Meteor M deep into the back line to force the other team's crystals. And Gomez over the type does get kidnapped, but it doesn't really matter for him. Able to fly back away. Fate of Both Worlds engaging from 100 Thieves. Everybody from Sentinels has to back up because they don't have any strategist ultimates on their own side. Whale also committed from Delena, and that's just far too much damage without any strategist ultimates. 100 Thieves take to the first fight.
Yeah, I mean, that kidnap was just enough to really just stop. Oh, that was a beauty. Just to stop the Galactic Legend at the tail end there. That was great from Terra. And the Whale, although it didn't get the eliminations, was just enough damage. They could not recover from that. And that was just a perfect masterclass on how to get that first point, get things going in your favor. Harvey playing lights out right now, has his ultimate ready to go. Vinny does have the clobbering time. Follow-up could come from potentially Terra here. But Right Amazing is going to look to see if he can get that crucial pick there potentially on Harvey. That would be massive.
Definitely looking for it. Comes back into this fight, though, through the main side with Delena on these off angles. It's been so brutal to deal with. There isn't a member of Sentinels to deal with them. Meanwhile, they push in through the other angle. A lot of Squid just able to do whatever they want. Here comes the Meteor. MCTK looking back to see if anybody's a target, but they're just not just yet. Also, Kurova came back in with the Fate of Both Worlds, but no follow-up necessarily just yet as Harvey popped his own, right, to continue this strategic advantage. And they actually push even further, try to go with the last stand, not going to go to find the eliminations, but they push him off for now. Here comes Hog again. What a huge ultimate from him. He's been so clinical with them so far, and that gives him the edge until Delena on the flank, able to get one. Fate of Both Worlds on both sides, coming back again. You talked about it earlier. Coachella is here to stay. Delena with the Whale to bring it back for 100 Thieves. They were down so many in that fight, but it didn't end up mattering. 100 Thieves now 70% on the board.
I mean, the Whale was the difference there. If you saw from Right Amazing's no damage to do the follow-up from the Luna, and instead, I mean, the reverse happened there, and it was just done. There's nothing more they could do, and Hog setting up beautifully with that knock-up. I thought that was it, but then Delena with the huge pick on Kurova to slow them down, getting that strategist pick. It is just so important and vital in these team fights right now. 88%, really looking like 100 Thieves is comfortable right now. But again, we just saw there could be flips in the action. Hog's trying to make his way into the initial fight here. Terra trying to get that kidnap early on, going for the thing here. And can he get the damage in? No, here's Gomez going with the Galactic Legend. And there goes the Lantern's crucial ability, Dogman, off cooldown.
Yeah, using that, also forcing TTK's Meteor M, so both teams sort of feeling each other out at the moment as Blue hits back with his own Meteor M. Also Terra with the last stand, almost ready to go. Looking for that damage in before he goes for a coffee. Also comes through on the backside. Is everybody stay healthy? No, Hog gonna fall. Here comes his Terra into the back line to shut out everybody from Sentinels. The strategist removed. Everybody else gone from Sentinels and 100 Thieves. Although the last round, Sentinels looked a lot better, and a Whale just is there at the very end. Not going to save it for the next map. 100 Thieves going to win on Hell's Heaven.
Going to be interesting for sure as we are looking at the high ground approach. Harvey has been playing a fantastic Invisible Woman when not on Loki. That's been the main role whenever he's off of his god there. And Kurova, if you don't know, just he is so good at him. It's like another Hela for them, but Hela not being available for the other team, obviously. Now, moving in, Eramoy, quick Scarlet pull, but is going into the Luna pick as Harvey already being able to build up quite nicely with the percentile on the ultimates, and they're giving a lot of push here to the Sentinels.
Yeah, like an L-shaped formation on the high ground just to stay with Delena on the flank, and then also to secure that right side, make sure Rymazing can't get anything, and then Harvey just drops back. The rest of the team, coordinated disengage from them, it looks like, just to make sure they set up Sentinels in a weird spot, not waste too many cooldowns. Obviously, you're going to get that one out of Delena. But right now, they're just playing it slow cozy, right? They're waiting, building up towards those ultimates, looking for some damage, maybe some pickoffs. Vinny can keep himself constantly alive with the walls, so it's very hard to dislodge 100 Thieves, except they just have to get walked on. Meanwhile, on the other side for Korova and Sentinels, you can see how much pressure they're under. Traded back and forth. Delena on the flank, able to take down Rai and or Amori. Rai has the self-res, and same thing with Korova, so it would be even in a 5 versus 5 if they both res, but not if Delena says anything about it. Gomez shut out again, also has built the whale, but here a counter push by Ray Mazing with a very aggressive Mantis ultimate, and then the res also pops proactively from Korova as Sentinels try to just walk on 100 Thieves, and it's sort of working right now.
Yeah, it's surprising it's working too, because if it's not Terrence, Delena, just huge presence with the bubble floating up, and then you have Harvey protecting with the shield, able to kind of rain down those trades. Deluge with a giant meteor. Can he get connection? No, not at all. Harvey able to escape there. Now Delena punishing the supports from the back. Delena once again takes out Airboy and Rai Mazing. No path to bring them back. TTK finishes off the trade with Hogs, and my goodness, it was close for just a second there, but they ended up sweeping up the job.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Hogs, he chose the wrong target with his Meteor M, just went after the strategist, not Delena, who didn't have any cooldowns to stay alive from it, and because of it, yet again, 100 Thieves showing they know how to play around this Meteor M so well. And look, I mean, they're setting up again, Cozy. They've got their flank squids ready to go. Gomez have to look towards that for a second. They know Delena's over here on the flank. Immediately, Aramori wants to commit to the fate of both worlds. But look who's here over the top, over the high ground to follow through. Rai Mazing trades back one, but Delena's already found Korova, and I don't think he has a res. Nice hook from Gomez as the whale came through and did not connect onto anybody from Sentinels. Now, they're finally afforded the opportunity to walk up towards 100 Thieves. They've already used the Iron Curtain as well from TPK, so you could potentially try to walk up, get some extra damage into those tanks, into those Vanguards. Portal to try to come back. Terra swapped over to the Doctor Strange. Delena still on his hero. Also, here is the Giant Groot ultimate that doesn't necessarily have the follow-up because of Delena using the whale earlier. They try to come back through with the invisible boundary. They have the sustain here to do it. Also, out of position now is Hog, pulled towards the rest of 100 Thieves, and they're holding on.
Yeah, down one strategist doesn't matter. They had the ultimates at the right time. Beautiful patience from Delena on that whale. Did not connect, though. And then just absolutely goes on a tear here. And listen, with the Adam Warlock and the burst healing that he has to do, all those turrets, all that consistent damage, has to be really careful when and how. And after that Mantis ult, I thought they were going to be able to finish off the close there. But nice switch from Terra, getting to the point, and now they've got an Agamotto ready to rock and roll too.
That's going to be terrifying to go against. It's nice against to go against Terra on something that's not Wolverine or that Bucky, but like you said, that Eye of Agamotto is going to be terrifying. Sentinels wants to walk in. They've walled off that front side from the side of, or 100 Thieves walled off Sentinels as they walk up, right? They're just constantly taking space, but so much pressure's coming through. Oh no, with the big wall onto Gomez. He's gonna fall. Also, Meteor N in the sky. Can you find the elimination? Where is he throwing that? That just entered out of bounds territory for this map. That was insane. Korova, though, gonna bring everybody back with the Resurrect. Here comes Vinny with the ultimate afterwards. Once all these strategist ultimates eventually wear off, he's waiting for it at the corner. Here it comes. In becomes Meteor M with the Eye of Agamotto, though, but is TTK there with the fuck? Oh my gosh, TTK in overtime ruined Sentinels, and they are stopped on the first phase of the match. It's insane. I mean, we have one Meteor Imp going to Marvel Rivals 2. It's just gone. I mean, absolutely out of the map. Eliminations from Delena. This is what we've talked about. 100 Thieves just doesn't seem to have a huge weakness, right? You take one thing and they come back with, you know, the right hook, if you will, and it's going to be a tough job here for the defense. They've risen up to the occasion before here. Again, they're going with a completely different comp. We did not see last time we had the Wolverine. They're going in with the instant grab with Kalush finishing off the job on Terra. Great way to open things and get ultimates building and the whole team morale up after what was a tough first point. Now, Kalush just trying to get some nice poke damage here as he backs up from the team. That Magneto in there as Hogs as well, able to have the double shield action. Could see a flex over to the thing for Vinny, but now they're pushing forward. The group play always banned from Sentinels. They gave it to Vinny. The group goat himself. And we're going to see what happens here as the fight collapses. Yeah, you can 100% see the struggle with that. It's a great point. I mean, Vinny just kind of walking on Sentinels. The pressure is a lot currently onto Kalush and the rest of Sentinels alongside this duelist over the high ground. I mean, Rise was stuck behind the car. Please, he's trying to live. Nope. And everybody else is just grouped immediately to Terra with a huge ultimate. Just connects with the Kraken impact on the 5 players of Sentinels.
I don't know if 100 Thieves did an all-nighter and just played Midtown all map. This is looking like a different team that we saw on this map previously. They knew it was their weak point. They lost twice on it. They were like, you know, shame on me once, but they definitely fixed up a lot of the critical errors or just team play strategy that they had. Now we've got Aramori coming in, initiating the show right away. Fate of both worlds to get things going, keep everybody protected. Strange Portal coming in. Armin J just cracking impact. Can it have an impact? Dogman, this is going to be close.
It's going to be close, but then in comes the Strangling Prison on the right side. Delena over the back, takes down Kurova, even shoots bodies. I mean, this guy is so confident that they're about to win. You have a little bit of stagger coming from Sentinels, but again, TTK shuts it out, at least forces out a lot of cooldown to the back side. Sentinels staggering in now. I mean, it's absolute desperation out of them, and nobody else is going to be here, so 100 Thieves are going to go up another map in the series to put themselves on map point already. We'll see if King Kalush can finally connect with one of them in this series, and Sentinels might actually do it, man. They might actually play that Moon Knight.
Yeah, and listen, if you want to go and check out the comps, 100 Thieves, they posted it. It's insane the comps that these guys have. They're just in lockstep with one another in overall team play. Terra trying to get some early poke damage, trying to get the hook and the turn to separate them from the pack there. And getting that on Hogs would be a massive opening. No, instead goes for the hook on Super Gomez, but obviously able to get out of there. Big Gomez going for the health pack and try to reset. Unsure if the passive did pop there. Terra just relentless with the pistol, taking it down over and over. Does get the grab at the walls. We're able to shut things out. And my gosh, this is quite the opening. And there it is. There's a hit for the Magneto bubble to keep the safety from Hogs.
Yeah, safety plus had the Rocket Raccoon jump from the jump pack towards the spot. Also, look, here comes Terra with the Kraken impact, looking for that Super Gomez in the sky. Can't find him and will not get the reset. Now has to back on out of that. They still have the VIP available. Also, Kurova did commit the invisible boundary. Now they come back through with their very own amplifier on the backside. Getting the hooks again. Able to take down Super Gomez before Armori could even follow through. And even though you're using the Stratus Ultimates, both of your duelists are gone. And that's brutal to see because now everybody's stuck in the Groot Ultimate. You got blasters in your face from the Star-Lord. Nobody else here to save you in terms of duelist. Impact as well. Up again from Terra. Was able to build another one, and that's 4 for him.
Dude's got the Game Shark in. My gosh, Terra just used that ultimate. Obviously, we saw Gomez able to kind of hide, but you can only hide for so long from Terra as he did find him, sniff him out, and take him out. More importantly, though, Hogs used the Imprison ultimate. Right, amazing. That's why they teamed that up together, and they were unable to coordinate that. That's massive. That's going to be tough to recover from that. Hogs is going to take a lot of building up, and they only have 2 minutes to do so here as Terra's just going on a roll. TTK does have his ready to go as well, and it's looking like it's going to be a tough fight unless Rymase can maybe pull something here from the Khonshu.
He throws out the ultimate in the hand of Concho in the pack line. It doesn't even force any Stratus ultimates. Everybody's low, but I mean, that's what happens when this character got nerfed in the recent packs, right? Nobody goes down necessarily just yet. Incoming Armori again, going aggressive with the ultimate. Terra also close to yet another Kraken impact on this backside angle. Terra's still looking for flanks, looking for damage towards that backline, towards those strategists. Hogs and the rest of the team walks up, but they're immediately countered by 100 Thieves and the Kraken impact. Gomez tries to equalize it, but it's met with Harvey's invisible boundary. So it's ultimate for ultimate. Also, oh my gosh, actually just missing the Kraken impact. Doesn't get the reset there, but right now, Sentinels, right, they're pushed back again. And oh no, that's a brutal delay.
Yeah, man, if it's a draft pick, I'm taking Vinny here for the Groot pick. Just so freaking good at doing Groot things. And on this first map, such an imperative hero to close in the kill. Terra with a snipe across the map for the quick Gomez skill. And we've got now Vinny with his ultimate, Delena as theirs. And there's not a lot of follow-up, especially for strategists. They've got nothing to contend to what's about to be thrown at them. They do have the Hogs Rymase combo. That's why Rymase just kind of used it. It's a very fast building ult to hand to Khonshu. But we're going to see if they end up just trying to get that working out. They're probably aware of it as they're backing out, making a little space.
You're definitely aware of it, like you mentioned, and I don't know if the combo even eliminates through Stratus Ultimates. There's nothing out there necessarily just yet for 100 Thieves. They can set it up, get the pull onto Terra. He kind of panics a little bit. Hog throws out the ultimate, doesn't have the follow-up though. Over the high ground, it doesn't look like it. I don't know what happened, but they don't have that combination. 100 Thieves committed a lot to counter it on the backside, so maybe they're just trying to wait it out as Kurova walks in through hand. Khonshu goes out, does connect onto Vinny. Also onto Delena. Kraken impact is here, but it's shut out by Gomez. Vinny does get resurrected back into the fight with the BRB, but everybody else is gone, and eventually the Moon Knight composition is panning out for Sentinels towards the very end. But Delena, I mean, look at him. He's back onto the Doctor Strange. They can get that portal play coming through here.
Yeah, good stagger picks there, but it's probably gonna be too late, even if it pops up right now. Maybe it was a misplay, maybe it was a bluff with the Moon Knight as they were backing into it potentially. But yeah, it seems odd that they haven't been combining those together here. Gomez doing great though, and Super Gomez getting right picks at the right time here. As we've got Delina on the side lock, we've seen only a couple of times, especially against Sentinels. Love the swap pick here. He's been doing great as the hero, and he's going into immediately stealth mode, trying to get a little picks, trying to get a little pressure early on. Vinny doing his thing against Hogs, making it just hell for him as he goes down. Now Kurova going down. They're pushing the aggression to the maximum, and Delina taking down Right Amazing. Now Sidelock, such a huge counter pick to Moon Knight because there's nothing he can do once the Yonks are out.
I'm glad that you could point it out. You know, it feels like for Right Amazing, you know, it's going to be hard now, right, just to get counter like that on top of playing a character that maybe is not as strong as, you know, or at least has not been played as much due to, you know, a multitude of things. And now with that, right, we'll see. Keep an eye on that, Cozy, with Delena on the Psylocke. Can he pick off Right Amazing? A lot of ults are up. Now here comes Gomez with a very aggressive ultimate net by the Meteor M. Not going to be able to connect in the sky, so you're going to feel decent about that as Sentinels now pushes up. Terra, meanwhile, just looking for hooks, just looking and fishing for these backline pickoffs. Does get the team up. Also the damage from the Kraken impact, and everybody's pretty much dead on the side of Sentinels as Terra shuts out any hopes right now for this team fight. They're going back to spawn.
Yeah, forget the group Moon Knight combination. All you need is Bucky doing his thing. And it's listen, I love the change. They need to change something up. It was 2-0, but man, that is rough. Hogs using that ultimate yet again, getting the no value out of it. Just absolute nasty here as we're seeing. Listen, right now, Moon Knight has like a 40% win rate across. He's one of the lowest heroes. Because of that change, it was great, but they did end up just really hurting that ultimate. So I'm surprised we've seen that come out as Terra's going in immediately with the pressure from above there. Trying to get the hook. That's not for Gomez, though. Getting nice poke damage as they're moving here. Palouse trying to get one of the strategists early on, but we do have the invisible boundary coming down. But there it is. Palouse getting the Harvey pick.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief right there, Cozy. I mean, that feels so good. Finally, they connect on a Meteor M. They were like 1 for 13 or something, man. Like, that was so brutal.
Yeah, that was definitely needed for the moment to push, but they have a lot to go here. 18 seconds to spawn, super close. We've seen so many battles just leaning towards the defense here because they barely have to take a stroll through the park to get to the point there. Huge hook on Hogs, completely eliminating him, taking him through the door. Hello, Groot. My goodness, what a way to start this fight in overtime.
I mean, that could be the end of it here. 1 second left. They're touching the cart, but everybody's so low. No Stratus ultimate to keep anybody alive. Groot ultimate. Terra again. Goodbye. Deletes the rest of Sentinels. Overtime, gonna get ticked down. Hogs did swap to Strange, but it doesn't end up mattering. And they're stopped in the street space. The 100 Thieves still looking pretty good.
Vinny, often unappreciated goes the Vanguards, and you can't really see always the difference at fast play with what the Groot is doing. Vinny is putting on an absolute show with how he's putting together the ultimates, the team wipes, and then obviously just keeping himself up, not needing a lot from his strategist. That's always huge and kind of untalked about, not talked about. And here we go. We're going to see if a just absolute world-class defense can come out from Sentinels here.
Yeah, that has to be the greatest comeback of all time in Marvel Rivals esports history for Sentinels to get it done. But if any team can't do it, it is a multi-time champion such as them on the defensive hold, right? They're just constantly poking, breaking all these shields, making sure they're uncomfortable on the side of 100 Thieves, but they throw out the team up, right? That's going to get a lot of damage down range. Also, Delena trying to confuse people, going aggressive. Also a very fast Kraken impact, but on the same time, invisible boundary there to match it, right? Both of these players building up their ultimates so quickly. One via damage, one via the healing through the damage that Terra was provided. But now here comes the amplifier on the aggression. Is 100 Thieves on top of the invisible boundary, but can they find the eliminations? If Sentinels disengage this could work out, but they lose Gomez. That's brutal. The BRB should bring him back into the fight and they're able to sustain. Actually, no BRB in this fight because they lost somebody earlier. They're using the Cosmic Yarn Amplifier to try to walk out. They have somebody touching. Here comes the Meteor again. From Kaluge onto Terra. Looks for Harvey. He's able to find it. No! Harvey lives. How did he back on out of there? Disappeared like Houdini in 100 Thieves. Just able to close out now on Sentinel.
I mean, no value from the hand of Contra. I really want to highlight the elimination there on Gomez and how huge that was. He was the one with the ultimate ready to follow up and really get things changing from there, but he was gone, and there's no way to get back in time. Like you said, the res beacon, you gone completely, and even though, you know, a little Delena pick there, it was super rough battle there. The Conchu, they answered it immediately, and then in return, even though they had the trades on the Magneto, it just was not enough. Now, we do have a Kraken impact to open things here, which could be interesting with Hogs if he's able to land it.
And that could be interesting if they can manage to find that 1-2 combination, especially before ultimates come out. But Vinny, the one pushing the pace, they force the little bad drought. Here comes the counter ultimate, comes through. No follow-up necessary. They do use the Kraken impact on top of it. I mean, they're going for the combo like you said, Cozy, but they kind of already won that fight without it.
Yeah, and amazing. That's a good thing about Moon Knight. You're able to just, kind of capitalize on the ultimate there without using your ultimate and just getting the ping pong effect, from him. But listen, now they don't have much else in the tank. And if we look at what 100 Thieves has, yeah, they have the damage amplifier, but look at Harvey almost there. Delina about to be able to do something on a back pick here, and they're about to be aggressive here in this first fight. But Gomez with a huge SJP pick into Vinny. Wow, massive opening to this fight.
Yeah, that was huge. What a hook from Super Gomez. Delina gonna get staggered out here towards the left side. Or never mind, he's doing the staggering. Wait a minute, Moon, and then Gomez just kind of feed. Oh, that's brutal. 100 Thieves now having the edge of the duelists. Get a walk in for free.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was all Sentinels until Delina just decided to flip the script there. Insane picks. Now just keeping that pressure on, causing them to back out, and they don't have much room to give Delina going backline here. But look at, they knew he was going to go through there immediately. Shot the invisibility. Delina, though, getting the pick on Hogs as they're unable, once again, to get the connection there on the Magneto ultimate, getting no value. That would have been massive if they could have gotten something. But here's the Eternal Bond coming from Aramori, and this is going to be it. This is going to be the hold, and Terra taking down Amazing with the hook. He wants more. Here goes the Kraken impact. Taking down more, getting that effect on all of them. Trying to get the elimination. Unable to do so. Kurova has the ultimate up, keeping them alive, keeping this battle alive as TTK takes out Gomez. And this is the roll. This is Vinny doing what he does best. The walls are up. It's disgusting. The ultimate down. And there it is.
100 Thieves get it done. Move on to the grand finals, which will be a best out of 7